In today's video, I want to talk about how I book 10 inbound calls per week. Here's my calendar over the last week. I had 20 calls booked and 10 out of those 20 calls were from inbound. Now, I already made a video about inbound versus outbound, and I make videos like every day about outbound strategies, but how do I get inbound leads? If you don't know, inbound means calls coming into you. So someone found you and they decided to book on your calendar. Outbound is when you're going out to them and asking for a call. So here's exactly how I got 10 inbound calls per week. The main driver is content. We need to make videos or written posts to our target audience. And you want to make sure that you want to make the post specific to that platform. So I like making videos, and a lot of my audience is on YouTube and Facebook. And so I make videos for YouTube and Facebook, and I customize the video to that platform. And that's where my audience is, so that's where I go. Now, in this content, you want to give as much value as possible. You want to give away as much as you can. So when I was just starting out, I was kind of scared to give away tactics and strategies that I had because I thought that was my unique value. But I learned that if you give to others, they just give back to you. And I get on calls all the time now where people are saying, I watched all your videos and you just give away so much that I had to book a call. And that's just how the world works. So it all is based on how much you give and how much value you can provide to other people. So if I give away a ton of value, people see that as valuable, so they give back to me. And so if you think about this, I read this book, I think it was like 99 Ways to Talk to People, and it was saying that there's a scoreboard in the sky. So you have to think about it as, if I give you one, let's say I paid for your meal, you feel like you have to owe me one, right? So you feel like next time we go out to eat, you have to pay me and pay for my meal. So that's just how the world works. If you give to others, if you give any value to somebody else, they feel obligated to give back to you. And usually they give you in excess of what you gave to them. So usually they give you more in return. So now that we have created amazing content for that specific platform, we need to get these viewers into our pipeline. And the way to do this is by giving away a freebie. So a freebie is just something that you're giving away of value to your audience that they would want. And so in order to get the freebie, they have to give you something in return, which is their contact information, emails, and phone numbers. Now, you always want to get a phone number. The phone number is way more valuable than an email. Think about having 1,000 phone numbers that is highly qualified and high intent into what you're trying to offer versus having 1,000 emails of the same thing. Emails are great, but a phone number is much better, trust me. Once you have captured your audience's contact information, we can give them the freebie, and then we can add them into a upsell campaign later, and I'll get to that in a minute. Now, you need your freebie to be good. You do not want a 2-page PDF on how to pet your dog, and I don't have anything against PDFs, but it needs to wow the prospect. It needs to be of value to them, right? And then within the freebie, you want to give your upsell. So maybe if it's a PDF, at the end of the PDF, you say, hey, if you want help with this strategy, if you want help petting your dog, we'll help you do it with this, that, and the other. For me, I have a free course, and at the first video in the free course says, hey, if you want help setting up these strategies, I can help you out. Click here to book a call. Then you can go back to the upsell campaign where you want to send emails and text messages to your target audience, be as human as possible, and then ask them directly if they want your service. So whenever someone opts into my course, I just say, hey, I saw that you were interested in this. I just want to see if you're interested in me helping you set up your inbound, outbound system for you. Then if they reply yes, I just say, okay, great, here's a link to book a call for next week. Then they book a call. But most of the time, if they've opted into your funnel, if they've gotten your freebie, they're probably already interested in whatever you have to offer. And so if the booking call link is somewhere within there, then they probably already booked a call with you. And that's what happened most times. Whenever they reply to my message, they've already booked a call. Now, do not try to overlook this process. You always want to give high value all the time. So I see a lot of YouTubers or a lot of people that are in the space, and they say, hey, this is how you get your first client. First, pick a niche. Then you reach out to that person, and then you get a client. Woohoo, that's how you do it. And it's like, this is fluff. Like, this is not actionable at all. And so I try to make things as actionable as possible, right? I just gave you my exact system on how I got 10 inbound calls. Now, this video isn't as actionable, but my freebie, right? So the course teaches you literally click by click what you should click on, how to set up a campaign, what you should say in the campaign, like all that stuff. And so you want to give as much value as possible, because if you think about your favorite TV show, your favorite artist, your favorite celebrity, why are they your favorite celebrity? Think about that. Why do you love them so much? The reason you love them is because they provided so much value to you. They consistently provided significant value to you in some way. So your favorite artist, like your favorite singer, songwriter, you love them so much because they consistently have album after album that you love, right? Or your favorite TV show, like I like The Office. So they created something that was consistent and funny, and it provides value to me. So now I'm a fan of that thing because they consistently provided value to me, right? And if you think about your favorite business guru, or even if you're a fan of me, like the only reason you're a fan of me is because I gave you value in some way. I even have a lot of people that watch me now that said, hey, my friend told me about you and I love your stuff. And that's just the way that word of mouth works, is that you talk about what you love, and you love what gives you value. So if you give away value, people will love you in return. They will tell their friends about you. They will book calls with you and they will pay you. So that is how I book 10 sales calls per week through my inbound system. What I'm doing is I'm creating a mastermind. I'm helping 10 businesses create an inbound system and an outbound system to consistently get 40 to 80 calls per month. I usually get about 20 calls per week. So creating a system to consistently do that without paid ads, without a retainer, and without setters. Okay. So if you're interested, you can book a call with me below, and I'll talk to you soon.